I just feel so blessed. I mean, we just have to really take a moment of gratitude. For those of you that are at this event, it is so necessary. We really just need to take a moment, if you haven't, and just sit in some gratitude and just verbally proclaim how happy and grateful we are now to be in $1 billion company. Guys, we saw $1 billion company this week. We saw the birth of $1 billion company this week. And I'm not just saying that because I'm supposed to say that. Because if you've ever had intimate conversation with me, I've been very transparent about where I want IML to go and what I want it to look like. And I have never been more hopeful for that than this week. And we just really need to sit in gratitude. We do. I'm going to tell you what, $1 billion companies don't come like this out of nowhere. $1 billion companies don't intervene in your life like this. This isn't normal. So we really need to be grateful and thank whoever it is you thank, your creator, for allowing us to be in that room and to see this company at this time. So the first thing I want to let you guys know is that we are no longer iMarkets Live, baby. We are no longer iMarkets Live. Now, that should be information that might scare some people. But there is nothing, absolutely nothing but excitement around that, because when they unleashed the rebranding of this company and explained what we were trying to do, why we're rebranding, how this is going to help us reach a larger demographic, larger territories, more nations, it all made sense. It was so clear. Again, guys, I am going to do a horrible job at trying to recreate this powerful weekend. So here's what I need from you. I need you to be at the next event, because there is no way that we can recreate that weekend. It's not possible. We can't put it into words the right way. We're going to do our best to make sure that you get everything you need to know. You're going to get the need to knows. But what you need to know right now, the most vital piece of information, listen, nothing else you hear on this call is this important. The number one, and I hope you have pen and paper, because leaders have pen and paper out. The number one most important thing you're going to hear is that in 1 hour and 20 minutes, the pricing for the next event is going to go up, okay? Right now, you can get a ticket for $120. I need one of my leaders to drop that link in the chat box. Who can I count on? Who can I count on to drop that link in the chat box? Let me see. I love it, guys. You're jumping on the line. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I need one of my leaders to drop that link in the chat box. And I want you to be wise. Listen, because there's people out there that are trying to make fake links to get your money, okay? So let's have some wisdom when we start purchasing these tickets. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys, y'all see that link in the chat box right there? If you see that link in the chat box, I'm just going to keep reposting it. Save that link. In fact, I'm going to give y'all a moment right now. We're just going to keep reposting that. I want you to click on that link. This is Zoom. You can hear me and you can open another link while you're listening to me. I want you to click on that right now. Here's two things about this. One, I'm going to save you money by you buying your ticket right now, $120 to be at the next event. Two, if something happens, the sky falls from the top of the earth on the day that you're supposed to leave, and then you don't know what to do with a ticket, guess what you just did? You bought a ticket at $120 that you can later sell for $150, okay? Worst case scenario. So for all the people that aren't, maybe you're not that good at seeing into the future and seeing yourself there, and you haven't mastered, the concept of, if I say I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there, because I put it out. My will is stronger than any of my conditions. I want to encourage you, buy the ticket now. It's not wasted money, because worst case scenario, if something happens, you can sell that later. But I want you to buy it now at $120. There's no reason for you to spend more money later on. Guess what's going to happen? Come on now, for my leaders who have been here a little bit and that you've seen this before. What's going to happen a week before the event? What are we going to see all over Facebook? Does anybody have a ticket for sale? Does anybody have a discount? So don't be that person. I love you too much. You can't be that person. Buy your tickets now. $120 per ticket. I'm so happy and grateful that this company is allowing us to attend trainings for such a low rate. Because I've done this before, guys. Most companies sell their tickets for $300, $400 plus, okay? They are literally only charging us what's absolutely necessary to pull it off and nothing more. And I even suspect that they do come out of pocket on these events. $120. There is nothing else I'm going to say on this call that's more important than this right now. $120. If you're thinking, did she really get us on a call to sell us a ticket? You are right, I did. Because as your mentor, as your coach, as your financial example, don't ever pay more for something when it's being offered to you at a discounted rate. So that's the most important thing you're going to hear out of my mouth today. Because in an hour and 15 minutes, that price goes up. You guys have heard me talk about when you are qualified to enter into a room, you need to be in that room. Because in this world, in this lifetime, full of barriers, there's going to be plenty of rooms that you're not qualified to enter into, but not here. Here, you're qualified to enter into that room. A really, really great book says that some people are so conditioned to enter through the back door that even if there is no back door, they will go and build a back door, all to avoid going through the front door, because that's how conditioned they are. I want you to stop that conditioning. I'm inviting you to join me in this room of wealth, February 28th in London. So let me give you just an update on how we're going to start doing our trainings, because we are really a global company. Forex is everywhere. And what we're going to start doing, guys, is we're actually going to start having 3 events a year, not 2, 3. And they're all going to be global events. So 3 times a year, baby, you get to dust that passport off. Where are my people that like to see the world, that like to travel, that like culture, that like to go other places, right? Maybe you've been wanting that in your life. I know I'm not going to let it control my life, but I know I like it in my life. And so I'm excited I get to dust my passport off and be in London. Then in the summer, there's going to be United States an event. And in the fall, there's going to be a Latin American event. Now, some of us have come from companies where if the event is in London, then that's for the European group. If the event is in Latin America, that's for the Latin American group. That's not what this is. IML will only have global events, 3 a year. So wherever we are in the world, Carmen San Diego, we want you to be there, okay? London, February 28th and 29th. If you're wondering, that's exactly 166 days away. Jason says, this will be my first time out of the country. Jason, you better come on. I'm so excited and happy now that you're about to have a wealth conversation in a brand new country with brand new people. You deserve to be there. Thank you. So February 28th, February 29th, we're 166 days away. We're going to tell you what you should be doing with those 166 days, right? Because we are prepared to walk into that arena, to walk there elevated more than we are. If you weren't at the event, I gave a powerful talk about having an and mentality, right? And I have to tell you, I think I've been wrong sometimes in my career, because when people come to me and they say, Wanda, I want to trade, or Wanda, I only want to build, I want to do this one, or I want to do this one. But listen, just because you come from an or mindset, just because you come from an or background, just because life has constantly made you make or decisions, have this or that, have money or time, have my children or have my money. Just because life has demanded an or mindset from you doesn't mean you have to live that way. As your friend, I'm going to tell you right now, we live in an and world, baby. You are a child of God. You get everything and whatever else. So we're going to trade and we're going to build. We're going to show you how to grow your money by a percentage every single week. Thank you, Breakfast Club. I love it. Thank you. And we're going to show you how to share your truth. I'm not asking you to have a sneaky script. I'm just asking you to grow your money and then turn to someone and say, I want to give you a praise report. I grew my money from home by 10% this week. I grew my money from home by 20, 30, 40% this week. Whatever your truth is enough. The spirit of truth is your business partner. So when you lead with truth, the spirit of truth will stir in that person's gut and tell them they're telling the truth. This might be for you. So that's why it's so imperative that we trade, because the spirit of truth is our business partner. And he can't be our business partner if we don't really got no business. If we can't be our business partner if we lie or if we're not engaged, right? A lot of you guys have not started sharing the concept because you have a conviction inside of you, because you have not even opened your academy. So let's put death to that today. And let's go ahead and engage with our products so then we can go and share our truth with conviction. And that prospect, that person, that friend, that future millionaire of ours, they will feel it. And that's really a lot of times the only element that we're missing, guys. So you already know that we've created a heck of a culture around trading with the entire organization, Lawrence Young down. We've created a beautiful concept of opening the New York session with the ECC 11 strategy Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. If you're not plugged into that, I'm letting you know right now that there's money that we owe you. The markets owe you some money. You better cash that check. So join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Maybe you're new, you've never heard this. Okay. breakfastclub.tv, all you need is the web analyzer. That leads me to my next announcement. The web analyzer is getting a little bit of an update, you guys. In addition to having a few updates that you'll be able to see visually, it is getting a new name. So it's no longer called Web Analyzer. It's now going to be called Vibrata. So for a very short period of time, you'll hear us refer to it as Vibrata, formerly known as Web Analyzer, okay? It's very important that we learn the concept of branding. Whenever something is branded, it's super important that you call it by its name, okay? You ever met someone that gave you a nickname that it didn't even make sense to you? Like they just gave you a nickname that they like and you don't like it, right? Branding is important. So let's all get on the same page and make sure that we really run with these brands of our product. But as I mentioned, our products are, you'll start to see the tweaks. If you go to im.academy right now and you log in, you start to see some of the tweaks of our products. They've been some of them have gotten a facelift, if you will, but the branding really starts from the company down. So if we're not iMarkets Live, what are we? We are now known as I am, as in iMarkets Mastery Academy. I am Mastery Academy. That's who we are. Why do we change? Why take the iMarkets Live away? What are we doing? See, what got us to 10 million plus a year is not exactly going to get us to $1 billion a year. And so one of the beautiful things that's happened behind the scenes in the last 12 months is our company has made some outstanding investments in hiring a beautiful corporate staff. Not just any corporate staff, guys. I know you had to be in the room because they broke it down why they handpicked these people. But one of the individuals that they handpicked is a gentleman by the name of Brandon Scott. If you've ever heard of the Bellagio in Las Vegas, yeah, he marketed that whole thing. The vision, the look, the name, everything. He birthed that company. He's gone to work with several billion-dollar companies, and they've all been able to get there because of his mind in marketing and branding. He understands what's going to allow us to reach the demographics that we haven't gotten into yet. So we went from IML, iMarkets Live, to now I am Mastery Academy. And the beautiful thing about that is it requires us to say, I am a whole lot. And if you listen closely, that sounds very much like I am. And as a Mastery Academy, what we want to know is, what are you? What are you aspiring to be so we can help you get there? Maybe you're wanting to say, I am financially free. I am full of options. I am no longer having to pick this or that. I am an and type mindset. I am wanting to trade and build. I am wanting to share my praise report with people who need to turn pennies into dollars. I am a part of the largest financial education Forex Academy platform in the world. I am part of I Am Mastery Academy. So we want you to join us as this company is going through a rebranding so we can shoot our way to $1 billion, which we will. I've seen $1 billion company before. I've been part of it. I was there when they started just barely going past 100 million, all the way to $1 billion. I can tell you that I Am Mastery Academy is on its way, guys. Some of you guys have been part of $1 billion companies before. And I've got to spend some time with some leaders this weekend, you know, and there's always that talk that you have when it's just a couple of leaders in the room, and you lean over and you say, hey, for real, what do you think about the rebranding? And every single one of them were like, I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's powerful. I can see exactly how we're getting to $1 billion with this, and it was so necessary. So that's a major announcement I want to give you guys. I Am Mastery Academy, that's the new name. Web Analyzer is now going to be called Vibrata. So we're going to be saying Vibrata, formerly known as Web Analyzer, for just some time till we get that smooth transition. The other thing I'm going to pound you on the head with this. London tickets, $120 for about the next hour and 10 minutes. There's no time, none. Go ahead and buy yours and your girlfriend's. Listen, if you are blessed enough to have a little bit of money in your checking account, if you're blessed enough to have a little bit of balance left on that credit card, and you are hoping to go into this event change, don't just buy a ticket for you. Buy a ticket for you and whoever you expect to be there with you. That's the right, that leaders do that. I bought 4. I'm buying 4 tickets. I don't know who I'm bringing. I don't know who needs one. I don't know what brand new person that I'm hoping to bring with me. But what I do know is that in the spirit of building my business, I will have someone with me. I will challenge someone to get to London with me because it's that important. So guys, those are the things I really wanted to touch up on. I want to just remind you again, rebranding our company, rebranding many of our products that make them more sexy, okay? It's not a bad word. Sexy is not a bad word. It's a very necessary word in this world, especially in terms of marketing, in terms of getting our company out there to reach the masses. We have our event coming up in London. We have 3 major global events every single year now. And now what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to my husband because he's going to give you the rest of the announcements. We split this duty up tonight. I told him I had to talk about London. I'm so excited about that. I'm excited to get there a couple days early, maybe do some things with you guys. We can definitely, plan that, have some fun. We are a lifestyle company, guys. We're a lifestyle company because we're making money so people actually have room to have some lifestyle. We can go out there and we can really have a great opportunity to just share what it is we do and how we live, and then also go into some intense training. So I definitely wanted to talk to you guys about London. I wanted to talk to you about the rebranding of our favorite products, Web Analyzer, and get you on board with the new name Vibrata. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring on my business partner. One of the things that we were super excited about this weekend, guys, is the ability to not just sell to people who want a month-to-month type program, but also the ability to start really acting like an academy. Many educational institutions don't sell education 1 month at a time. Many of them will do it 6 months, a semester at a time, a year at a time. And so we are going to start doing that too. I'm going to let Randy talk about that. I'm also let him talk about how we've incentivized this new product, this new concept of Prime Packs, and how we want you guys to join us in May/June for a cruise. There's plenty of room. We want you guys to join us for that. So I'm going to have Randy come online and kind of deliver some of those good news and some of those updates. And he's going to really end this call giving you the words on what you should be doing tonight, going forward, to grow your business this week. Real quick, before I forget, holy cow. Oh my gosh, before I forget. Right now, anybody can join the company for $164.
Yes.
That ends Friday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Friday at midnight Eastern Standard Time. That's probably the second most important thing you're going to hear. Tickets on sale for London. Our products on sale this week. $164. They don't pay $225 to get started. They pay $164 to get started. So who do you know the last time you talked to them, they said, I'm not sure. Listen, I'm not sure just means I don't have the money. I got to ask my husband, my wife just means I don't have the money. I need to think about it means I don't have the money. I'm not sure if it's for me means I don't have the money. I don't have the time. All time is wealth. I don't have the money. I'm not sure if this is for me means there's only one objection here. I don't have money. There is no other objection. Nobody's that busy that they can't make money. If you're so busy that you can't make money, you have a bigger problem. Our product right now, $164 for the platinum package. And that's only going to last till Friday. Somebody on this line right now is going to the next rank off that alone. If you're not excited about that, I have to tell you, friend, Got to get that business cap on. We got to start thinking about how we really promote this. So $164 to get started for anybody. I know my husband's going to continue to talk about that and how we are personally positioning ourselves to ride that wave. I had 4 or 5 conversations with prospects today, all because of the new pricing, to getting them started. So Randy, I want you to get on the line, kind of take it away. I know you've been diligently writing notes throughout the weekend, making sure we didn't leave anything out, you know, in the unfortunate event that there's someone on the line that didn't get to be in Dallas this weekend. You know, I would hate that for you if you didn't get to be there this weekend. But the good news is in 166 days, you get to do this all over again and you get to be in London. I want you to know that missing an event actually does have an impact on your business. You can actually track it. You know, for the people who were at the event, you're going to be about 3 to 6 months ahead of anyone who was not at the event. So if you're listening to me right now and you're like, man, but I wasn't at the event, don't be discouraged. All that means is we got a little bit of making up to do, and that's okay. Being on this call is a major step for you, and plugging in and just following some of the action steps that we're about to give you is going to really help you make up for that. So Randy, are you on the line?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you real clear, but I know I'm on my phone, and I want to just get my people here. Guys, will you just give us a thumbs up in the chat if you guys can hear him loud and clear?
And I'll spotlight my video here. There we go. All right.
All right.
Okay. What's going on?
I know you've got your notes. I know you're going to give these people, just give them our mindset. You know, what is the Chairman 25 doing with this information? And how are they going to go grow that team? This is so vital. I know people are starving right now. People are starving. We heard so many stories this weekend. You know, it humbled me, Randy, because I was listening to people and I'm thinking, you know, I forgot. I did. I forgot how hungry some people are. I really forgot that people are in some starving situations. And, you know, if you're on the line and you can't make a $120 decision right now to go to London, you're in a starving situation. Yes. So we're going to give you our best. So we're going to tell you not only the updates, but also how to position yourself with that information and what a Chairman 25 is doing with that information. Because I know that you guys would not dare let us outwork you. So, babe, I'm going to give it to you. Go ahead and take it away. I'm excited on the line. And what I know is that we're walking into that event a new rank, and these people need to walk into that event a new rank too. They deserve it.
Let's go. Appreciate you, babe. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome. Let me make sure I spotlight this video here. Man, we are absolutely excited about what's happening in the industry, in this company. So let me just give you kind of the vision of what's happening. And we've seen this before. Some of you have already seen this before. So give me 1 second. Let me spotlight this real quick. And here we go. What's up, Legacy Worldwide? What's up, all those that are on just in IML or IML? I love rebranding. I am, all right? Mastery Academy, folks. Understand that branding alone for those who understand business. The branding, open-ended. Just imagine, we're talking about mastering your lifestyle, right? Mastering your finances, and the meaning behind the emblem that was created. If you weren't at the event, you know, mastering just every aspect of your life, whether it be health, finances, social, just it's a lot of meaning and mission behind our company and purpose behind our foundation. So I'm absolutely excited. So one of the things that we cannot duplicate, and this is why you should never miss events. This was probably definitely an event to be at. Bob Proctor, one of the top wealth coaches in the world, spoke at our event. Matter of fact, make it better, he basically launched our brand new company this weekend with a 3-hour talk, folks, that you absolutely, I don't know if the company recorded. If they did, get your hands on it. It is something that already impacted my life. And I just want to kind of share some of the things that he talked about, because I believe that he gave the secret. He gave the secret to success. He gave the secret to how to be successful in anything. And it's crazy because, you know, throughout my journey, you know, some of you already know my story, being a C-130 pilot, aircraft commander in the United States Air Force. You know, I'm a kid born and raised in Compton, California. I'd never flew an airplane before, but I remember wanting something so bad that, you know, I dreamed about it. I couldn't sleep. You know, I bought an airplane at some point where I sold the car of my dreams at such a young age so I could learn how to fly, because I had wanted it so bad. It got placed so much in my heart. And to hear Bob Proctor kind of put that into context, right? Talking about frequency. And I realized at that point in my life, the want was so intense. The desire was so strong that the universe, that God just gave it to me. So I became a pilot with no experience, and got through those doors, folks, and got some leadership under my belt. And here we are today. Those are stepping stones. And I believe that in order to be successful, you have to at some point have faith within inside your life that you are making the proper steps forward. So one day that you can look backwards to see that, wow, that's why A happened. And that's why B happened. And that's why C happened. And they all connect together to get you to this moment right here. See, I believe that all 250 of you sitting on this call, you had enough faith to get to this moment right here. Everybody on this call right now is already qualified to become a chairman. You would just have to make the decision. And Wanda, I don't know if she covered it on here, but she did a powerful talk. I just love it. Give it up for my wife because she did a powerful talk this weekend. Once again, it was an event you had to be at, but one of the things she talked about, let me highlight some things that Bob Proctor talked about, and then I'm going to talk about a point Wanda hit. Bob Proctor said, and we say this all the time, if you want to be successful, you just got to find someone who is already successful at what you want, and you do exactly what they do. You don't do 25% of what they do. You don't do 50% of what they do. You do exactly like they did it, and you will have the exact results, if not better and faster. And so if you guys can really internalize that statement and just say, you know what? And here's going to be the hard part for you, for some of you on here. Here's the hard part. You're going to have to lose your ego. See, what I realize, people who do have big egos, they suffer because they have to go these other rights. I want to do it my own way. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then long story, they're either going to quit, okay, or they're going to do the right thing. And then say, you know what? I should have just did the right thing in the first place. Okay. And so what I'm telling you, Bob Proctor gave the secret. And I can look back in my life and tell you, when I was a young airman in the Air Force, I remember looking up at pilots like, man, these guys are so successful. And anytime I got around them, I would say, what did you do? They tell me they finished their degree. And then they a lot of them focus on getting their pilot's license and kind of learning how to fly normal. So I did everything that they said do, to the extent I went above and beyond. They said I bought flying time at an Aero Club. I joined the Aero Club and I started flying. You know what I did? I said, whoa, they joined the Aero Club to rent planes. What if I buy a plane? And I bought a Piper Cherokee so I could fly more hours, folks. Are you hearing me? And so you may have a mentor or a coach that you just do exactly what they do. And if you want to go faster than them, you just double up on what they're doing. Man, it hit me so hard when Bob Proctor was talking. I could have listened to him all day long. And one of the greatest things to listen to, because one of the audios I listen to all the time, every morning, is The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. I listen to it every single day. And so when he was talking, I swear it was Earl Nightingale. And that's how I knew that it was his mentor. So let me tell you about a mentor, folks, by a coach. Sometimes, to the extent, and if you guys, my original mentor in network marketing is my last company. Most of you guys, if you were to probably hear him, you'd be like, holy crap, he took on some personality of the mentor, because that's what it really is. So just know, if you're going to be successful in network marketing, you're going to take on a piece. Listen to me. You are going to take on a piece of what your mentor is. You may talk like them. You may walk like them, whatever the case may be. If your mentor is making $1 million a year, $10 million a year, is it bad to copy off what they're doing? But you know why it's so hard to give in to that? Because in school, you were ridiculed for it. Oh, you're a copycat, or you're doing this, or don't cheat off this person's paper. Do you realize that you have psychological things that are ingrained in your head, which makes it difficult for you to get rich today? And this is why you have to understand that you don't know it all. Because if you knew what it is you needed to know, your bank account would already show that. And if it doesn't show that, you haven't learned it. Doesn't matter your age. Doesn't matter if you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. If your bank account doesn't show it, you haven't learned it. So there are points in our life that we have to bring down our ego if we want to make money. Trust me, I've done it. I've had ego. Trust me. Still probably have ego, and I have to check myself at the door when I'm stuck somewhere where it's not working for me. I have to say, Randy, what are you not doing right? Who are you not listening to? Who are you not following? Are you following what your mentor is doing? And then when I do that self-assessment, I say, okay, it's me. And so I just want to give you guys that, so let me talk Now, when I say follow your mentor, so here we are in this wonderful company. I'm Marcus Live. I can tell you guys right now, me and Wanda, we're going on 7 years total in this industry coming up in January. Wow, has time really flown. We went from, being not knowing anything in network marketing whatsoever to being introduced to my first mentor in my last company. I followed that guy, did exactly what he did. And you know what? I got the results exactly like he had, and probably went faster. We put in 35,000 customers into the system because I just followed. And I watched so many people, even in that last company, I watched so many people try to do their own thing. They did their own thing doing this. You know what I did? I did exactly what my mentor did. I used the same exact presentation, everything. I never changed up. And our team was one of the fastest growing teams. And guess what happened here? We came here and applied the same exact system, okay? And so what I'm telling you, grab something, follow the mentor, go fast. And so in this company, I'm Marcus Live. Wanda talked about we're an and company, okay? I don't believe that wealth discriminates. So why is it that, let's just talk about it. I don't know who I'm talking to on here. You look at your bank account right now, okay? You've been taking your advice. Let's say you're 25 years old, you're 30 years old. Let's say you're 30, okay? So for the past 30 years, and let's just say for the past 30 years, you've been kind of taking your own advice and you became a working citizen at probably 18, maybe 20. So say over the past 10 years, you have been taking your own advice, right? And everything. Okay. And so when you look in your bank account is a reflection of the decisions you made over the past 10 years in the workforce. And so if you knew what it is you needed to know, maybe it was good stuff. Maybe your bank account shows something great. But if it doesn't, we need to stop it and change it. Okay. So when I hear people say that, I'm just going to do it this way, or I just want to do this, or I just want to do that. That's you leaning on your own understanding. That's you once again giving yourself advice. If your mentor says, well, if you're in this situation, maybe I would probably do both. Okay. And let's fast forward here and let's do this and do this. If that's the case, that's what your mentor, that's what your coaches are telling you. Why wouldn't you do it? Aren't you still taking your own advice? See, we're whether you know it or not, we're in the biggest company in the industry right now. Listen to me. You don't see it. I'm telling you. We are in the biggest company in the industry right now. Markets Live is and will be the largest network marketing company, as well as the best. I'm telling you, they're hands down the best academy in the industry right now. I don't care what other program you go through. IM is the best company in the industry right now. So why wouldn't you want to show everything? And I'll tell you in the terms of my wife, I love the way she put this. Like I said, that's like my coach too. From stage, she goes, you saying I just want to do this or I just want to do that is like seeing two $20 bills laying on the ground and you pick up one of them and you walk past the other. You say, no, I don't want that one because whatever. Would you do that? No, you're going to pick them both up. So why would we pass up the opportunity to continually increase our wealth? Wonder if God brought you into the system so that you can change others' lives. Wonder if guess what? There are going to be certain people that you can reach in this world that I can't reach, that will not relate to me. Just like there's going to be people that I can reach around the world that you may not relate with, but I relate. See, each of us play a big part in what the mission is of this company. And you were brought here for a reason, because there is someone that you are going to reach and you're going to be able to touch and you'll be able to grow globally across the world. But you got to be obedient to what you've been given, right? You got to be grateful for what you've been given and show it. And so what I love about what just launched this weekend, not only did we rebrand and launch our company, but they gave us some tools to launch with what we're getting started to do. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the promo price first of all. So my wife talked about the $164. Right now, folks, till September 23rd, it's only $164 to get anybody started. What I'll be doing is, if you don't already have your list made, get that list out. We should have already had a list. That is our real business. Okay, so I still have a book from an old company, but I have a list in here. Okay, I still have a list in here that I go through, folks. And trust me, I go through the names in this book and cross them off. Hey, guess what? I go through rejection too. Can you imagine? I'm a chairman 25 who makes $25,000 a month minimum. And I get on the phone and I get rejected too. And you know what happens after that? I go call 10 more people. See, what I believe is when someone tells me no, I look at it as they're betting against me. Because if they believe what I was telling them, they would say, of course, yes, I believe that you are able to give me the information and the coaching to get to 6 figures or more. But when they don't get involved, that says, hey, I don't believe you. So I take that as a challenge. Well, let me show you how this is going to work. And you go show them, and guess what? They're going to come back to your organization, folks. So we have a promo price of $164.95 to get people started. So Sheila asked, where do you find the company posting of the promo? They posted it at our event. If you go in your back office right now, I'm going to show you guys that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you the physical. I'm going to go in the back office and show you where it's at. If you go in the back office right now, all you got to do is when you get ready to sign them up, it's $164.95 instead of $25. So it's already set for you guys to go. The next thing, matter of fact, let me bring it up right now. We just released a prime pack, is what we call prime packs. So instead of someone having to do the 1 month, because we know sometimes people get involved, but they're not truly committed and they don't understand the value of staying long, right? I believe that in order to get true value in the trading space, folks, you're not going to get rich in the first month trading, right? It requires 6 months, 12 months, sometimes even 2 years. Imagine if we lock a customer in for 12 months, what they can do in this industry, the value that they can really receive because they are really going to stay the course because they paid for it just as if they were going to a university or college. So here's the new website, by the way. We have a new website. It's im.academy. Okay, im.academy. Very easy. That's our website now for you to log into your back office. Okay, so I'm going to go there. We're going to talk about the prime packs, and then I'm going to talk about our new incentive vacation. Listen, this is an IBO mastery cruise. This means you're going to get around the top earners in the company, the top chairman in the company. Question, have you ever rubbed shoulders with someone making $500,000 to $1 million per month? Do you think that they can provide you value? Do you think that you being in close proximity that they may sneeze on you and you might just have to accidentally get rich? Possibly there's going to be something that is said that will trigger you, because you're putting yourself around the right circle, and you can actually see how folks who are making that type of money at that level, how they operate, how they think, and therefore you start thinking the same exact way. That's it. I would do everything in my power to get on that cruise. I'm gonna tell you, like in the industry of network marketing, if you don't do anything else, I want you to remember what I tell you. Okay, remember this. And I remember hearing this from my mentor. Anytime there's any type of promotion that comes out where you're going to get personal time with a top earner, with someone who makes way more money than you, you win that promotion, right? It's doing two things. First of all, it's showing you that you can do something, that you're competitive, that you can go, that you can accomplish something. And guess what? You earn it. It's something big about that. And when you're sitting in that room, there's something about that you earning where you're supposed to be, that spot that elevates you a little bit higher. So folks, trust me, when you get on this cruise with whether it be a David Emanite, Jason Brown, or, Chairman 50's Lawrence Young, Jewel Tankard, all these top levels in the company that we can touch and ask questions. Well, the great part about this is not going to be just ask questions. You get to hang out with them, right? Have some drinks, have a good time. So it's twofold. So this cruise, I'm going to talk about how you qualify for the cruise. So let me log into the back office here. So im.academy, same login, everything remains the same. We also have a new presentation that is out. So I was trying to put out a presentation for you guys, but great news. Mr. Brandon Boyd put out an awesome presentation with the new company's presentation. I love it. What I'm realizing, I had to look through it for a little bit. I'm realizing that with the new presentation, literally, listen to me, the new presentation, you can read off the slide verbatim, period, and do the entire presentation. So I want to challenge you guys at some point to learn that presentation as well too. So let's just talk about how to enroll a new customer. So going down here for your link, if you have an IBO position, you're going to find, it's going to say my website. Let me find that here. My eyes are playing tricks on me right now. Oh, there we go. My website, okay? You can click on my website. Same thing applies. This is the one, personally, this is the one I would give out. I would give out the direct link, because it takes them directly to the enrollment page. So you click on that. Okay, scroll down. Here we go. Same thing applies, right? Customer, everything is the same. Here's where it get different. So we already have the promotion. So they pay $274 for the elite pack starting off instead of paying $325, or they pay $164. Okay, which is powerful. And then make sure that they click the monthly. And then lastly, we have the 3-month plan. So check it out. $825. This is the automatic elite pack. This gives them every product that we offer. $825 one time, right? They can make this payment 4 times a year if they want to stay the entire time. So they can pay quarterly. They'll save $50 for this one, okay? Or they can do the 6-month for $1,600, okay? They're going to save $100 for that one. That's powerful. Or they can go ahead and do out the year, which is $3,150 and they say it's really $200 they're going to save in savings for the 12-month plan. Now, listen to me. You may be wondering, how do I sell this? Who's going to pay? Listen to me, folks. How do you sell it? Do you realize in the trading space right now, if you go to tradingonline.com, you go to Rich Dad Advisors, do you realize that they're charging $20,000 for a course and it's not for a year? Do you realize there's people that are charging $30,000 to $60,000 for a platform and they don't offer the same value that we offer? Do you realize we are giving our program away for pennies? Our program is the best in the industry. So this is a drop in the bucket. So I want you to, when you're showing someone this, you could always mention about school, right? I went to one of the #1 aeronautical schools in the world called Embry-Riddle. Embry-Riddle, I believe it costs $200,000 to get your degree from Embry-Riddle University. I was lucky. At some point I was paying 25% at first, and then the military covered all of our education. But there are people that didn't do what I did my way. And they paid $200,000. And then you realize after they finished that, for those who wanted to become pilots, then they had to go through a course to pay for more hours. So they paid probably well over $500,000, if not more, in just to get their career. Okay. And then we look at something like this. Even being a lawyer, right? Most schools, let's say the lowest school charges $25,000 a year. So $100,000 for a degree. We're teaching you about life here, life mastery here. $3,150 is a drop in the bucket to learn about how to trade and learn about money and really master this lifestyle and to get around people that are really doing something big. So when we do talk about this, I want you guys to understand and walk in and say this with confidence. It's $3,150 for 12 months. That's a good deal. Okay. And I'm telling you that because I'm going to show you the promo that comes behind also selling the prime packages. So, in summary, we have our promo price. It's going to the 23rd of September, $274 initial or $164 for the platinum starter pack. Okay. And then we have our cruise promo I'm going to go over here. This is for those who say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and sell those prime packs. So let's take a look. So right here, if you go in your back office, you see the cruise leadership board. Okay, there's going to be 3 ways that you can get on this incentive trip. Now, when I tell you, you need to do whatever it takes to qualify for this cruise, do whatever it takes. We'll be going to Cozumel, Mexico, hanging out together. So not only are we going to be on that cruise, we're going to port there, have some fun together, and it's some bonding moments with well over 150 chairmen in our organization that you get to rub shoulders with, probably along with our CEO, Mr. Christopher Terry himself as well, which is absolutely phenomenal too. So here's what it looks like. The first way that you can qualify for this cruise, right? Be the top 25 highest personal enrollers in the company. You have to put in a minimum of 15, okay, to qualify by March 1st, okay? So you have by March 1st, you have enrolled at least 15, but be in the top 25 right now and showing the top 50 so you can actually see yourself on this board. So right now, to even get on the board, you got to put in 4 or 5 to get on the board and then start working your way up to this thing. Now, I know that there's someone on this call that can kill this. How do you do it? You're going to write down your list. I want you to write down a list of 100, if not more. Go through your Facebook. Write them all down. This is a business. We're talking about a business that one day will pay you and your family $500,000 to $1 million per month. Are you serious about that? What does it take for you to put some names on the paper and just cross them off as you contact them and say, hey, do you know about this new company called I Am Mastery Academy? Because we are a new company. Listen to me. Have you heard of I Am? No, I haven't. Oh my goodness. This Mastery Academy is literally empowering people around the world to help them elevate inside their family and make more income than they've ever made before. Do you want to hear about it? Okay, and I'm going to say that again. I'm going to talk about that invite. But you just go down that list one by one. I'm telling you, folks, if you just go all out and you do that, you will crush it. How do I? Look, there are people that are making it happen. Look at this. There are just some recruiting folks that are killing it right now. What do you think they're doing? They're going back to back on these calls. And I'm telling you, that's what we're about to do, the same exact thing. Next one, you want to guarantee yourself on there? Go for chairman. Go hit chairman. Everyone on here right now, before January 1st, I know without a doubt that you can hit chairman 10, period, point blank. Why do I know that? Because when we came to this company, we hit chairman 10 in 60 days. How did we do it? Exactly what I just talked about. I had a list written down, right? I had contact, I had Facebook, and literally, there was no time for sleep. I probably slept 5 hours a day. I would get up early in the morning. We were on the calls. We were enrolling people constantly. We were getting people started fast. We were going through their networks, showing them how to do the same thing, getting them paid in the market as well, too, getting them paid through residuals as well, too. And before you know it, it just blew up. You see, what I know about network marketing, if I can say it over and over again, all this game is about is momentum. Compress time frames. Someone who puts in 100 people in 1 month versus someone who puts in 100 people in a year are different. Listen, putting in 100 people in a month and 100 people in 1 year, it's different. You will be better off putting 100 people in 30 days versus doing it over a long period of time. So what I'm telling you, it's just go crazy right now. There's no better time than to go crazy right now. Okay, make the list, go through it. Don't think about what people are going to think about you on the other end. They are not the people that are going to put food on the table for your family. You are. So go through the list. No better time to do that. I believe everyone's qualified to hit chairman in the next 60 days, definitely before January 1st. I want you to go crazy. If not tonight, tomorrow. Do whatever it takes. I don't care if you got to post on your Facebook, post on your Instagram. What I'm realizing and what I'm respecting about this industry, you know, from where I came from, I was a chest-to-chest, face-to-face, you know, phone-to-phone type person. That's how I put people in the system. And I'm realizing that with what we have as a company is much different. You can do it always. It doesn't matter whether you make a post on Instagram, whether you post a flyer saying we got a promo price going. I'm watching some of the top people, top recruiters in this company, what they're doing, and they're doing whatever it takes to put them in the system, right? Whether it's posting on your Facebook, Instagram, tweet, you know, your Twitter, whatever that is, make it happen, folks. Contact those folks. Get the chairman. You're going to guarantee yourself a spot. So what I'll tell you right now, there are about 60 spots left for the chairman. So the next 60 chairmen to pop before January 1st will be on that cruise. Why shouldn't it be you? I believe there's someone on here that is going to make it happen, that you're going to be chairman. I can't wait to celebrate you. I can't wait to see you walking across that stage. I can't wait to hear your story. You see, your story will only be told is when you do something, when you become significant and you make it happen. And then, of course, the third way to get on this list, the top 20 enrollers of the 6-month and 12-month packs. So those prime packs that we talked about, the one for $1,600 and the one for $3,150, okay? Those two packages, you sell those two, you got to sell a minimum of 5. And you see no one's up here yet. Sell a minimum of 5. And you're going to be, if you're in the top 20, when this time comes, you are on the cruise as well too. But not only are you in a cruise, guess what? You got 5 people that you know you got for 6 months or 12 months, which is absolutely powerful, and you show them how to do the same exact thing. Okay, so that is how you qualify for the cruise. Now, let me finish this off with this. Some of the promos that we have, they overlay on top of each other. So if you go for this option right here, where you're the top enroller for the 6-month and 12-month packs, the company is going to be giving out 3 cars. You have an opportunity to get a Mustang or a Camaro. Okay, they're giving out 3 of them. Okay, to the top 3 enrollers of, and I got to confirm if it's for the 3-month pack, but I will say, let's just say it's for the 6-month and the 12-month packs. The top enrollers will get a Camaro or Mustang, doesn't matter where you are around the world. And guess where you can see this at? You can actually see yourself on this board right here as you make it happen. Now, I don't know about you, whether you want to get the car, sell it, whatever. I'm just saying, folks, That's pretty powerful. You have an opportunity to get a major bonus. Here's what I'm telling you. I get on that board, right? When I get on that board, right? You talking about a Camaro is what, 30, 40, 50,000, depending on what type of Camaro it is, 30, 40, 50,000. That's getting sold to someone. Okay, that's going to the bank. We're going to multiply that money even more. Or it might just be a paid for car either way. Okay, so those are the promotions that were released. And so here's how I want to finish off this. And if you have any questions about what we're doing, if you haven't purchased your ticket yet, definitely go do that. It's already done, folks. What our company's vision is right now, this is the vision of the company. We will have 1,000 chairmen in this company by 2020, and we're looking to have 1 million customers in the system. The question is, how much that mark will you have? How many of your team will be in London come February 28th, yelling from the back when you're walking stage because you changed their life, because you helped them rank up? How many people are going to be walking stage because of you? How many leaders are you going to have? How many chairmen are you going to have there personally walking that stage? And that's what I'm telling you, folks. You have an opportunity in your life right now to change people's lives across the globe, to create six-figure earners, seven-figure earners. You may be thinking like, Randy, you talking about me creating six-figure earners? I haven't even made $1,000 in the company yet. See, what Bob Proctor talked about is you have to act as if, right? And you'll hear this over and over again. You got to walk in the room like you're already making $1 million a month. You got to walk in the room like it's already done, because when you act as if, it's going to roll. Your language is going to change. Your posture is going to change. Your vision is going to change. And therefore, it's going to become the reality. So one thing that Bob Proctor talked about is your mind does not know the difference between the truth and a lie. Right? And I'm not saying it's a lie. It's only a lie if you're not going to accomplish it. Okay? But if your goal is really to become a chairman 10, 25, 50, whatever that is, you walk in the room as such, because it's already done. And when you walk in the room as such, the back office is going to catch up with the mentality that you have, with the vision that you have. You're creating that frequency, that vibe, that energy to make it happen. So I'm so excited. I'm so grateful that we have over 200 chairmen that we will be walking stage in London come February 28th. It's already done. And let me tell you, folks, don't give this lip service. You know, in this season, I'm going to apologize to a lot of you right now. You know, y'all remember my mentor back in the days, my first mentor. You know, it's crazy as you start making more money, or at least for me, as I started making more money, I started softening up a little bit, okay? And I changed the way that I talk to people sometimes. And I'm no longer going to do that to you, because I'm failing you, right? And I've already had a couple calls with a couple folks. When you're on the phone call with me, if you're talking the same language to me that you've been talking over the past year, 2 years, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to say, you know what? You've been saying the same thing to me for the past month, okay? And I'm going to call you on it. I'm saying, what are you going to do to execute? See, the only difference between anyone who's going to be successful on this call versus someone who's not is execution. The truth is, we all know what to do right now. The only difference between me and you right now is that we make the calls. The only difference between you and any chairman right now is that they made the call. They felt the same way you felt. Do you realize I get rejected too? Do you realize people tell me no too? Do you realize when I get off a call, right, when someone tells me no, I feel the same way that you feel. You know, sometimes it can be deflating. Sometimes you will feel, the crazy stuff into your head, and that's where you got to cancel. We're on the right track. Right? We're following the 1%. I'm not listening to 90% of the population. 90% of the population is broke or have less than $1,000 in their account right now. I don't want that. I want to be paying attention to what 1% of the population is doing, because 1% of the population makes $57 trillion, or owns $57 trillion of the wealth right here in the United States. So why am I listening to 99%? For what? No, folks. This is your time. And I'll tell you, at that event, I'm so grateful to be in the space that we're in. You know, never before in the history of being in network marketing, I will tell you, have I heard a CEO from stage truly, listen to me, truly want you to be successful in your finances, to the point they say you should be taking your money and investing in real estate and this and that and this and that. It wasn't just about IML. Listen to me, Chris Terry, Ice Delatorre, they create a platform so that you can start, right? This platform right here that we have, it's so that we can start, so that you can start really having the wealth conversation, put you in position. And so now is your time to get in position. See, what I know in network marketing, there's 4 phases of growth in network marketing company as we bring this to a close. 4 phases of growth. This was done by the late Dr. Charles King. You know, he used to tell a story how he didn't like network marketing because he was always told it's one of those things and you got to get people and recruit people to make money and do this and do that. And he said, you know what? I set out to go prove it wrong. And he did all the research. And in his research, he had found it actually proved him wrong. He said that these companies, he said, when you find the right one, you can get really rich. But he realized, he says, there's the 4 phases you got to look for. The first one is formulation. Okay. And there's a price attached to it. But formulation, he said, in this stage, you know, this is when you can join the company, but just know there's risk to join the company at that time. It says 98% of companies fail in this phase of growth. It's when they're trying to figure out who they are, what their product really is, who's their market. Everything is just all over the place. Okay. He says, but the 2% of companies that make it to the concentration stage, those companies are likely to go into momentum. He said that is the sweet spot. If you could ever find a company there, that is the sweet spot. Now listen to me, folks. I'm looking at some of you guys' updates. Yeah, everything, all updates. I believe I touched all the updates out there. We do have iml.center. I got to still go through some stuff, so just wait for the Legacy Worldwide chat. I'll post some stuff in there. I'm still kind of going through a lot of the material myself. So im.center is where going to be a lot of the brand new products that were released. So I don't even want to go on the products. So as you know, for those that are in our group, you know, I still believe in this. Focus on the thing that's working for you. So we've been pushing one product. Let's stick on the one product that we're doing. But there are a lot of products that were introduced to the company. So it's going to be under im.center that you can plug into. Okay. So those are the updates there. 1 second here. Those are the updates for that. Eventbrite, just the Eventbrite, just scroll through here. Someone can repost. If you haven't booked your ticket, we have less than 30 minutes to book your ticket for $120 to London. Get that right now. I'm telling you, folks, there's going to be over 15,000 people in that room. Okay. So going back to the 4 phases of growth. So concentration, he says in this stage, okay, this is when you start, you know, it will feel like momentum, but at this stage, this is when you start hearing, second, make sure, and I want to make sure that the right link is getting posted. So folks, be careful out there. That is the correct link right there. So buy your tickets. So he said in this phase, this is where you start hearing about the company, you know, friends, you know, you haven't shown your friends, then they heard about it from someone else. It looks like momentum, but it's not momentum yet because there's a price attached to it. But he said, this is that you get in right before this momentum point. At some point, the company goes straight vertical. Here's what I'm telling you I'm seeing. You know, in my previous company, you know, we had came in, we had hit a rank very fast in that company. Just like we came in here, we did the same exact thing. We came in that company, we hit the mid rank really fast. You know, that time, you know, we hit the mid rank in about 5 months. It took us, you know, same amount of customers. We had put in several thousand customers, but we hit that mid rank, and we got to actually walk stage at that rank, and we got to speak. Okay, and then this event that just happened. And then what happened in that last company, the next time there was an event, the ranks that we were at, we had already elevated to another rank. But the people who had hit the rank that we were at previously, they couldn't even talk on stage. They just said their name, and that was it. I just watched at our last event, Chairman Tins didn't get to really talk on stage, folks. Listen to me. It's changing big time. Okay, we are right at that wave. We are right before momentum, and the company just put some season salt. They just sprinkle a little bit just to propel and launch the entire company. So if you don't see it, you will be one of those folks looking back. You're watching someone who came in with you, or watching someone who comes in after you hit Chairman 10, Chairman 25, Chairman 50, because they came in with a brand new mindset and they said, I can get this done, and they're just going to go through the list. They're just going to do it. And you're going to say, that could have been me. But I chose not to. Trust me, it's going to happen. Okay? So in concentration, it's now. So what do you do in concentration? You show everybody before they're shown by somebody else. It's probably already happened. You probably had someone on your list that has been shown by someone else, is now on someone else's team. Now is your time to show everybody so that that situation does not happen to you. Okay? Then there's momentum. That's when the company skyrockets. That's when the folks that have been in, like you and I, okay? You might not even be a chairman right now. There's going to be a point that you just skyrocket. You skip ranks. you're a chairman 10, you skip to chairman 100. If you're platinum 5,000, you skip to 2550. It's going to happen. See, in the last company, when we first joined, there was about 6,000 people in a stadium. Looked just like where we just came from. The event looked pretty good. We thought it was for a lot of people. And then the next event that we went into, there were 15,000. The next event we went to, there was 21,000. Folks, listen to me. We're about to go into London. There were 6,000 people in this stadium that we just came from. We just released some powerful promos. Promise you, this next event, there will be 15,000, no less than 15,000 at that event. Watch. This company is about to go into momentum. This is your time. Apply everything that this company's given us. Right, we have our promo price of $164.95. Okay, write that down. Right now, you have 7 days. I'm gonna tell people we got 2 days. You see what I believe? You know, you put a time on it, it pushes people to make a decision. Okay, got 3 days from now. Trick yourself. We got 3 days for this promo price. Just say it to yourself right now. 3 days for this promo price, $164.95. We have the new Prime packs. Go ahead and push those out. Qualify for the cruise in that way. Qualify for getting a new car. Elevate yourself. Is it worth it for your family at this expense, at this cost? Is it worth it? Yes. Okay, get on the cruise, earn the car. Okay, we have a new video, a new presentation. Make sure you learn how to give the presentation. So let me give some quick how-tos, and we're going to end this call. We're going to talk about quickly inviting to the presentation. Okay, so we have a brand new video out that was released by Brandon Boyd. Love the presentation. It's pretty awesome. We're going to probably release another one. Maybe Wanda may do one. We're going to keep the system internalized. So that will be uploaded onto our personal website that you can just guide people to so they can look at that, to quickly get started, jump into market, and be set to go. So here is how you invite, okay? So you write down your list, first of all, so that you can go through the list. And let's say I want to invite my buddy John. Okay, I need to get John's attention. So it can be several different ways, whether I'm hitting him up on Facebook, I'm hitting him up through text message, or, you know, me personally, I just like to call, right? I hit John up on text message. Hey, John, what you got going on today? He goes, nothing. He said he's going to go, nothing. What? Why? What's up? Hey, I want to get on a call with you real quick. He goes, are you available right now? See, sometimes it's got to be like the right now. Are you available for a call right now? Yeah, I got some time. Cool. I'm going to call you right now. Boom, I call him. Hey, John. And of course, same thing. I want to be very excited at this moment. So if your energy is not high when you're making this call, I don't care what, you can go do some push-ups, go run around the room 10 times, right? Put on your favorite song, get hyped up, So if you got to let the roar out, let it out. Get energy in you. Get on that phone with a lot of energy and say, listen, John, I got something big. I just came out of an event with Bob Proctor. Do you know who Bob Proctor is? He's going to say, if he says no, you say, you don't know who Bob Proctor is? The guy who did The Secret? Listen to me, yo. Listen to me, yo. The guy who did The Secret, who's created millionaire after millionaire after millionaire. First of all, dude, when we get off this call, I need you to go to Netflix and go find The Secret. That guy, I got to listen to for 3 hours, and he already elevated my thinking. He's already elevated me to a mindset that is going to create 6 and 7 figures for me and my family. And I just want to share this with you. Oh, my God. He just helped us launch our new company right now. Period. He says, here's what I want you to do. And then you're going to tell them where you want them to go. Here's what I want you to do. You said you got 15, 20 minutes. The video is 9 minutes, by the way, folks. I'm going to send you a video right now. I want you to watch it, and I'm going to hop back on the phone with you. I just want to see where you're at, you know, in this wealth conversation. So he told me that when people see what Bob Proctor told me is when people see it, they're going to see it. The right person is going to see it. So I don't know if you're the right person or not. The takeaway, listen to me. I don't know if you're the right person or not, but I want you to see it. If you're the right person, great. If you're not, no big deal. I just want to show you. How many times can you say, let me do it again? You're going to call them with some excitement. Hey, do you know Bob Proctor, or have you heard of I Am? The goal is to get their attention. They're going to tell you, no, why? What is it? Cool. Man, it's only 9 minutes. Here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to send you a video when I got the phone. Immediately after the video, I'm going to call you. We are going to get on the phone, correct? Yes. Okay, cool. We're going to get on the phone. I want to see if you see what I see. Okay? You know, I was just in front of one of the top wealth coaches in the world. He said that the right people, see opportunity automatically. I don't know if you're going to see it or not. If you see it, great. If you don't, no big deal. You know, maybe for you, may not be for you. The takeaway. And then you get them on the phone. and you look for an answer, and the power of it, if you can get someone on a three-way call, get with your upline, whether it's myself, whether it's, yeah, I see we got some leaders on here, Sakina Abdul-Jalil, platinum leader, Lawrence Young, Chairman 50, get one of your uplines on the phone and say, you know what? I know that, just last minute, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get any of our top leaders on the phone, but I have access to people who are making multiple six figures, seven figures a year. I got some people who are eight-figure earners, whoever it is that you're gonna edify. I got some people who are top earners in our company, and they did it in a very fast time. And so let me see if I can get them on. I just want them to tell your story, period. Or I'm gonna give you another tactic, strategy. Okay, this is called a reverse three-way call. Okay, this is a reverse three-way call. Okay, some of you get kind of antsy when it comes to putting someone else on the phone. So we're gonna call it a reverse three-way call. Now, when I say it's a reverse three-way call, you still need to let you need to let the leader know that you're gonna call them with the other person on the phone. And because here's what you're gonna tell them. It's a reverse three-way call. Say, listen, this is your best friend. Hey, listen, I got someone who's a top earner in this company. They've been trading like crazy. They've made a lot of money in this industry. And I know that you don't want to be on the phone with anybody, and I don't want you to feel like you got to be sold or anything, but I want you to hear them. So here's what I'm going to do. I want you to mute your line, and I'm going to call them. And I'm just going to have a conversation with them. I'm going to ask them some questions. You want me to ask them anything? You can ask that, right? And so you make a reverse three-way call. Let's say you call me and you say, hey, Randy, how's it going? Man, I just want to ask some questions real quick. Hey, I know that you just came from one of the most powerful weekends. You got to take a picture with Bob Proctor. You got some personal time with him. And I know that you're currently Chairman 25, making $25,000 a month. Dude, how does that feel? How did you get there? Blah, blah. And it opens me up to tell my testimony to him. And they think that they are on mute. Folks, done. A reverse three-way call. You get off, you close them. That's it. It just doesn't get any simpler than that. So that is the how-to. That is how we are going to expose our folk. Let's get this done, okay? When I tell you, you're chairman, it's already done, okay? So that's all I already have just talked about. So we talked about inviting, okay? That was inviting. Edifying. Let me give you a quick course on edifying, folks. Edification. Sometimes it's people think that you have to be this top person that has made money so you can edify them. You can edify someone who's a platinum and 50, folks. Listen, it doesn't matter their rank. You can edify someone who's newly to the trading industry. Maybe they're loving the education and they've learned more than they've ever learned before. So what you can say is, and don't forget, they have passed, they do other things. So if you have someone, maybe they're a doctor in this thing, or maybe they were a pilot, or maybe they're a manager at a big time manager somewhere, whatever they already do, maybe whatever they've been doing, let's talk about edifying a platinum 150, for example. Okay, same thing, saying you can do the reverse three-way call, same thing. You're doing the edification. Remember, you're edifying before you even get them on the call, right? You edify, not you just heard me. So let's say we do the reverse three-way call. You say, listen, you my boy, or for the girl, you my girl, whatever. Okay, man, this is a big time person, and I'm so grateful and lucky that on a daily, this my mentor, my coach, they allow me to call them. Right, I had never been around someone, who has the skill that this person has, who's given me so much support in the field. And listen, this is their part-time deal right now. They're doing some amazing things. Okay, but before this is why I really respect this person that we're gonna get on the phone with. Before this, they accomplished, let's say that they whether they went through medicine, whatever it is. Let me say they're a manager at a store. Before this person, they already had a pretty good lifestyle. They're on track. They're moving up the ladder in the corporate field, and literally they kind of are putting the corporate thing on the side because they've seen so much value in this platform that you just seen right now. And so I look so much up to this person. I love their drive. I love their energy. And so I'm going to put you on the phone. I want you to mute your line out and just hear their story. Boom. Right? Or if you're edifying, let's say you are edifying your upline, okay? And we're going to do, here's what we're going to do. Here's why it's important. Let's say you now when you do a regular three-way call, so let's say it's not a reverse three-way call. Here's the great part about this. Your leader gives you the opportunity to edify you, okay? And something I have to remember not to forget this part. This is for the leaders too. Always edify the person who's edifying you, okay? You want to out-edify each other. So when they call you, and they edify you in front of their person, okay? And they speak highly. That means to speak highly of, right? It's biblical. Okay, you take the time, you give your testimony, but then you give it right back. You say, you know what? But let me tell you, I know they edified me, but let me tell you how gracious this person on the phone with you. They would never say this, but the person that you are on the line with right now, they're so humble. They've been doing some amazing things in this company. As a matter of fact, they're one of the fastest growing in the organization right now. And what I've watched them do when they launch anyone who has joined their organization is they take care of them. They've launched them the right way. They've gotten them into the market the right way. And they've also helped several people get into that see that platinum level that's in our company. They've helped several people reach the platinum level. And some of them are close to reaching that chairman level. And they've decided to really partner with which I think is powerful, because I'm going to tell you, I've realized they've been bringing in quality people into this company. They haven't been choosing everybody. And I love it. So, you must mean a lot to them for them to put you on the phone. Boom. Let's call it edification triangle. Folks, when I say that is absolutely powerful, it is biblical to edify people. It's a good energy, right? The call is great when it happens that way. Okay, so inviting, edification. You take those things and you will take your center to the top. So that is it, folks. Let's get this rolling. We got 7 days to kill this promo, $164.95. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, do what you have to do, make it happen. And what I believe is you're already a chairman. When you walk in the room tomorrow, I remember going through Tony Robbins, he said the confidence level, 2 centimeters, right? Stop this, right? Roll those shoulders back, put your chest out, walk, head up, look straight. Watch how that changes your posture, okay? It is your time to take action. Let's go. That's my time, folks. That's our call. Let's get it. This recording will be released here shortly. In everything we do, let's continually leave legacy. Let's go.